Raw kicks off, CM Punk's music plays, everybody gets excited.
Nah, don't get excited.
Yeah.
It wasn't Punk.
No, it was Paul Heyman. He makes it seem like, he's like, Punk is manager, that he's Punk's manager again, that Punk's his client. And he goes on talking about how he feels bad for Punk, that he wants him to main event Wrestlemania. Kind of really making you feel like, man, Punk's going to walk out any minute or sometime tonight.
I know, I was excited for it.
I was pumped, dude. And then what happens? He turns it around, makes it all about Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And how he wants revenge on The Undertaker because last year he tried beating a streak with CM Punk, but he knows he can do it with Brock Lesnar.
Yep, basically saying Brock's going to be the guy. I don't feel that way, but
I don't either.
things could change.
They're really pushing it to make us believe that Brock's the guy to beat the Undertaker streak. If it is, it is. All I know is that it's gonna be one hell of a match at WrestleMania 30.
Yeah. No, any Undertaker match at WrestleMania is great.
Yeah, and the only thing I was bummed out, they said there was gonna be a confrontation between Lesnar and the Undertaker, and there was Undertaker never came.
Nope, Mark Henry came out instead.
Yeah, and they got a little battle, but Brock F5'd them to a table and said pretty much told him to shut up. And
the usual thing.
Yeah, Mark Henry, stop trying to fight Brock your second time.
It's not working for you, man. It's not working for you.
No, so then trying to think what happened next. Because I was so excited for Brock.
Well, we got some new tag team champions today.
That's what happened next. There it is. All the excitement over Brock. Yes, we finally got the Old Age Outlaws not to be champs. And the Usos finally won the tag team belts. I didn't even care how good the match was. All I know is I was just excited at the fact that they're finally the tag team champs.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean, the New Age Outlaws, they were old. They've been old. They had to go.
Yeah.
So the Usos kind of took their spot, and yeah. So now we got two, and we can look forward to that.
Okay, the next match was the 6-man tag match between the Wyatts and the Shield.
Love it.
Yeah, you can't go wrong anytime you have the Wyatts versus the Shield.
No.
And despite the fact that the match was amazing, let's get to the real point of the matter.
Seth Rollins
walked out because in the middle of the match, Seth Rollins getting his butt handed to him by Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, trying to make a tag, and what happens? Dean Ambrose goes and chases Bray Wyatt for no reason, and Roman goes after him. So it leaves Seth
by himself.
Yeah, and Seth's no offense, man, Seth is the guy to always save both of them all the time.
Yep.
I don't blame Seth Rollins, honestly.
No, he's always the one who takes all the crap, but always gets dissed all of it by them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so Seth Rollins, Dean went to make the tag, and Seth put his hands out. I was like, nope. And then Roman went answer, was like, where are you going? He goes, I'm tired of being the glue to keep this team together. You and Dean have to work it out. You guys handle it,
And I mean, that's the way that everyone's been feeling about the whole thing anyway. It's pretty much that Seth was the only one holding them together because Dean and Roman Reigns can't get along. They just can't.
It's egos, man.
Egos.
I think it's mostly Dean, though.
Oh, yeah, it's mostly Dean. I mean, Roman Reigns would do anything, but Dean just kind of holds them back.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, will make for a great match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, triple threat match.
Yeah.
As my dog goes flying. She made it safe, though.
So what happened after that?
Yeah, Swagger and Cesaro had a match. Not Swagger and Cesaro.
Nah, Cesaro and Big E.
Yeah, Cesaro and Big E had a match. It was becoming a pretty good match. You don't really get a lot of it because Jack Swagger keeps jumping in the matches.
He's just a dick.
Yeah, I mean, it's like not even like Cesaro's in trouble and he's trying to save his friend. He just jumps in and starts beating up Big E, gets Cesaro disqualified. I'm honestly just waiting for the day Cesaro just cracks him.
Oh yeah, which was almost tonight. Later on.
Yeah, almost.
Which was great because later on Big E and Swagger had a match, and Cesaro comes running in at the beginning of the match.
Immediately and puts a neutralizer on Big E, and then he was going to do Cesaro swing to Swagger because they got in each other's face.
Yeah.
But Zeb.
Yeah, our boy Zeb held him
Zeb
together.
calmed it down. That guy, he's a peacemaker. He's our boy.
He's a great man.
Yeah, but I don't know. I really, me and Andrew, we wanted them to stay together, real Americans. At this point, I just want to see Cesaro punch Swagger in the face because it's just getting annoying, constantly jumping into matches. Like, enough with the jealousy. Just get over it.
So pretty much tonight was a lot about promos, and a huge promo was the one that Daniel Bryan pulled in the middle.
Yeah, with Triple H.
Which was followed from the Batista promo at the beginning.
Yes.
Where Batista pretty much comes out like he did on SmackDown, which was great. We didn't do a SmackDown review, but Batista basically just makes fun of the crowd the whole time, and it was great.
Yeah.
I love the angle that they're pulling with Batista right now.
I love that he's I love when when they make heels make themselves act like they're better than everybody, and especially when they attack the crowd. I love it.
I mean, when he was first announced, I was like, what are they doing with Batista? Why are they even bringing him back? And the whole crowd kind of felt that throughout all the pay-per-views. They weren't really into Batista. So now they're having Batista go after the crowd and after every crowd favorite.
Yep,
Ziggler was on SmackDown. Tonight
it was a fun match too.
Oh yeah, tonight his enemy was Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, so all the fan favorites they're having Batista take out,
which
is
I think
the perfect heel.
I think is great. Then Daniel Bryan cuts a promo in the middle of Raw, basically coming out. He doesn't even really talk about Batista. He talks about Triple H because he wants Triple H still, and Triple H isn't giving him the time of day.
Because he's a B+ player.
Yes. And it was great.
Yeah.
Triple H and Stephanie came out, and they were in each other's faces. Bryan had a few wisecracks at them. Triple H slipped up a little bit while he was trying to do his talking. The crowd was a little bit too loud for him chanting for CM Punk.
What was our favorite part though?
What was
the
it?
When the crowd was chanting. Come on, man.
Oh no. Which one was it?
They were cursing at him. He's like, "Oh,
yeah. When they were chanting asshole, and Triple H improv goes, "Oh, Daniel, I think they're telling you to start to speak," and it was great.
Triple H is the man, dude.
Oh, he's awesome.
I can't wait for that match to be actually officially announced.
We could talk more about that now. We could talk about the Daniel Bryan Batista match.
Yeah, we'll skip right ahead to it.
Yeah. Why not? It was the main event that was pretty much plugged all night. They had 3 different segments where they talked about it, and it was a really good match. Randy Orton was sitting on the side.
Having Batista threw Daniel Bryan into Randy Orton. Awesome.
Randy Orton was pretty much there to distract Batista.
Yeah.
And Batista wasn't having it. And then Randy Orton comes in and attacks Daniel Bryan, making Batista lose. And the Authority was out there. They were watching the match. They tried getting involved after that. But Daniel Bryan pretty much kicked the crap out of everyone.
Yeah. And then after the match, Bryan wins by DQ. After the match, they kind of are hitting more towards that. We are going to get this match between him and Triple H.
It's going to be awesome.
And the WWE did not deliver with giving us CM Punk in Chicago. I think it was just a thing just to get the crowd to calm down.
I think if they should have brought him back, it would have been tonight. Because, it is his home crowd. But,
I don't think we're getting Punk.
I don't think we're getting Punk. At least not until maybe after WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think Punk has a lot of issues with the WWE that they need to work out. And, whenever they do is ultimately up to them. And I'm okay with whenever.
No. Whenever he comes back, it's going to be great. It's going to be CM Punk like we remember him.
Yeah, all in all, Raw was a really good night. I had a lot of fun watching it. I love the Usos as the new tag team champs.
The John Cena promo was funny.
Yeah, it was really good.
Basically because of the crowd.
Yeah. And then, of course, he's doing this whole thing like, you got to get through me, blah, blah, blah. Basically, cementing himself as the gatekeeper, which I don't really know if that's necessarily a good thing to be.
Yeah.
Because I know, alright, when I'm a mixed martial arts fan, when you're considered a gatekeeper in MMA, it's not a good thing. It's not. You're just that guy that, hey, if an up-and-comer can beat you, then they could probably proceed to maybe be one day a top contender, and if you don't beat them, then they obviously weren't anything too good anyway. So
and they'll probably end up facing like the Miz or something.
Yeah, so like a gatekeeper isn't necessarily like a good thing to be, but whatever. John Cena's got to pass the torch eventually.
That's John Cena's role anyway, because I mean, he's kind of wore out his welcome over the past 12 years.
Yeah, I mean he's been here for a long time, and I'm not asking him to leave, but I would like him to step down to the mid card, and maybe do like the pointless matches that he can bring a little star power to it instead of like wasting guys like Sheamus, who is awesome, and making him do feuds with Christian, which is pointless.
Christian, we don't even want to talk about that.
No, it's just pointless. Stop wasting your time. Give Sheamus someone so much better. Like I would love a match between Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yeah.
Or like make Sheamus do a 3-on-1 handicap match against a friggin' Wyatt family. Like there's so much cool stuff you could do with a guy like Sheamus because he's a great talent. He's great mic skills. His physique's great. He brawls. I mean, he's so good in the ring.
He pumps up the crowd.
He does, and he's a fan favorite.
Yep.
Give him matches that actually mean something. Like honestly, guys, if anybody here is excited every time they hear Christian versus Sheamus, please let us know why. I mean, listen, we're not hating on Christian too much. I mean, we like him, but just I don't know, not with that match.
He just doesn't seem. He doesn't fit in.
No.
And I kind of like the whole angle that they're doing. They're doing like the old school people against the new school people.
Yeah, they are doing that, which is awesome.
Which is cool. I mean, it's a cool angle.
Yeah.
It's basically what the fans feel anyway.
Yeah. And honestly, I think they're setting up for a really fun WrestleMania 30 card.
Yeah.
So
We're on the road to WrestleMania. 20 days from now, we're going to a house event.
Yeah, they keep changing the advertisement, so the only thing that's stayed the same is the fact that we're getting John Cena versus Randy Orton in a steel cage match. For those who are interested, we are going to do a review of the show. We're going to try to take as many pictures as possible so you guys can get a visual of what we saw. And me and him were very pumped. I went to a house show before. Some people don't like them, but I got to be honest, I had a really good time. The last house show I went to, the main event was Curtis Axel and Paul Heyman versus CM Punk in a handicap match, which was so much fun.
Yeah.
And then you got, believe it or not, which was actually a really good match, was the Great Khali and Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight title. And I know, you guys are probably like, how is that possible? But it was a really fun match. The Great Khali and Del Rio had good chemistry that night.
I think ours is going to be great.
Yeah.
It's 2 weeks before WrestleMania, so
yeah,
anything can happen.
And so far, what the card states right now, could change next week because they change it every week. We have John Cena and Randy Orton in a steel cage match. The Wyatts versus the Shield, which that better not go anywhere.
Yeah, that better stay.
And then we have Sheamus versus Del Rio.
Which, I mean, that's a good house match.
Yeah, I mean, it's a house show. You know, if this was a pay-per-view, I'd be pissed because of the fact that we've already seen John Cena and Randy Orton. But you know what? The only thing that's making me happy? It's in a steel cage. Anything looks good in a steel cage.
Yeah.
If you put El Torito versus Hornswoggle on, you're going to be pumped for it. So, yeah, we're excited about it. Me and Andrew don't shut up about it. We text each other every day about how excited we are to go to the house show. And, yeah, we're going to, like I said, we're going to do a video on that. We're going to have to take a ton of pictures. We're going to have it sliding through and give us a review on the whole night. So, that's something to look forward to. We didn't do a SmackDown review this week, guys. Every once in a while we're going to miss a SmackDown, but we will always do a Raw. We were just busy. My dog's angry.
So I guess that means we should probably wrap it up here.
Yeah, she's the kind of the producer. She's letting us know, we're on the air too long. So,
we'll
subscribe,
see you guys next time.
and comment. Thanks, guys.